I mean, I'm sure you've thought about just how impressive this performance is, but what does it mean to be on a list with Emmitt Smith and other Gator greats like that for something like this?
Like I told the radio earlier, I'm doing something right. And, being in a category with those guys is just amazing. I don't think I wrapped my head around it yet, but being able to shoot for a standard, I feel like they did their job when they were here, and it put me in a position to just shoot for that.
Coach Gonzalez was mentioning that, obviously you guys are focused on getting the win this week, but he knew he wanted to get you to that mark. What was that message like during the week? How important was that for you to hear as you were going into this?
Just preparing the right way. Coach Gonzalez is coaching me very, very hard, not just, on the offensive side of the ball, even in the special teams part, because he's back there with us, and he, critiques a lot of things to just make us better. And I feel like just having him around, being able to get coached by him, it was a great opportunity.
You score there at the end, and it seems like you guys just wanted to make a statement against Florida State. Did you feel like that? And you were high energy all the way to the last carry.
Shoot, Coach told me don't score. He told me to slide. But I was like, Coach, come on, don't do me like that. Like,
oh, really?
Let's go, Coach. We don't like them guys. So I feel like it was just, good for our team to just, score at the end of the game.
Okay, and most yards ever gained in this series that's been played since 1958. What does that mean to you?
I don't think I too much wrapped my head around it yet. Like tomorrow, yeah, it'll be, very eye-opening. So like I said, I have not wrapped my head around it yet.
Was it just something you knew early in the game you had it today? Again, kind of take me through because you were gaining yards from the first drive of the game.
Well, it started on Sunday, just, going into the facility, understanding everything, getting past the laws that we took, and, just focusing on the mission, just understanding that we still have a mission to finish out the season.
I think only time the games you've had more than 20 carries every time the Florida's won. Had that role in the offense and knowing that when you're more involved, good things are going to happen. Talk about what that means and, just your impact on the offense as a whole.
I think I have a great impact, but also it's just not just me on the field, It's the tight ends, the O-line, the receivers, the quarterback. And I feel like having all those guys around me, I feel like that we're one of the best teams in the country when we're clicking.
You had a 27-carry game against Mississippi. This is 38, right, or 36? Yeah, 38 carries. I mean, just withstanding that, and it seemed like at times it got stronger as the game went along. Just the physicality of that, how you stood up. I know you're a strong kid.
Can you repeat that again?
Just, being able to withstand the number of carries that you had. You had 38 carries. That's a pretty heavy workload.
Oh, yeah. It's just, honestly, preparing the right way. Like I said last week, me going to the facility, just, staying in the treatment room, stretching outside of the facility, and just doing the right things to get my body prepared for situations like this.
Building off that, we obviously knew in the offseason and heard that you were the strongest player of the team. And how much does that help in a game like this? And do you feel like you're just built for performances like this? Oh, yeah. Like I said,
being in the offseason and preparing the right way, just getting my body ready for, games like this and a season like we had, I just feel like being able to, be as strong as I am, it helps me, going through the season.
Was getting 1K this year a goal for you entering the season?
Well, honestly, I'm not going to lie. I didn't too much think about it. I was just more focused on, becoming a better leader, being a great teammate for the guys that surround me, and just understanding the game a lot more.
And have you thought about what you want to do moving forward with the coaching change and just evaluating your future?
Well, no, I ain't too much thought about it. It was more of just, finishing the season, being there with my guys because we've been here since day one. And being there with Coach Nate, him bringing us in and trusting and putting trust into me and, the guys that's around me, I feel like that helped me in a situation as into just enjoying the moment.
Just to kind of bounce off that, I mean, just how do you handle it going forward? Is it just kind of a sit back, wait and watch kind of thing?
Yeah. Again, I'm never focused on future things. I'm always focused on the moment because life is short. So focusing on the moment and just enjoying everything that's in front of me, I feel like that's the way to go.
What did it mean to send the seniors out on a high note like that tonight?
Everything to me, honestly, because that's what Coach Jim preached all week. Send the seniors out on a good note. They put in blood, sweat, and tears every day when they come out there. And it's not just, they have an off day here. Nah, it was just more of them trying to improve every day. You can see it.
How excited how excited was Jacoby and Coach Jaluk after the game for you?
Well, one, Jacoby, he came to the sideline, I think around halftime. He's like, bro, you got to get in the box. You can't just keep running the ball and not get in the box. He just, he pushes me every day. Not even though when he's not on the field, he pushes me every day to just be the best person I can. And also Coach Jaluk. Jaluk is one of the best running back coaches in America. And I feel that, heavy. And him just talking to me every day, just pushing me the right way, I feel like that made me into the player I am today.
Just to be clear, how many years you been a full-time running back? It's only like
This is my second year.
Well, like even going back to high school.
Yeah, my second year. Because I played more of receiver and defense.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah.
So you were asked about the future and the coach coming in, but what do you think kind of impression did you give him? This is going to be kind of decided in the next several days, and you left a pretty strong impression with whoever's coming in here, I would think.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Again, I always try to, go out and play my hardest because you never know who's watching. And I was always taught that as into when I was a little kid, coming all the way up. And it's just, leaving a great impression because your first impression is your last impression, and I was always taught that.
Hey, guys, you made a good one.